insane. That's the news we just received from one of our people back here at the Mweb game, his own studio. And that's what we're going to find out right now. Who's going to be in this final, taking on Insane. We're going to see right now it's eVo managed to claw their way back in this. They've managed to take the previous two maps, and 13L managed to take those two maps before them. We tied it 2-all. This is the final map. We're playing some Search and Destroy on Express, and we're sending an early exchange here from Terrace as he managed to take out one of the players here from this eVo team. As once again using that foul really well. Does have that trigger finger up to standard as he does manage to get those bullets out quite quickly, as now Culterific going to be trying to hold down onto this bomb site as he does spot the bomb is down, and he's going to be able to try defend this as it's going to be a 3v1 situation. Let's actually cross over to J93, who's got all to prove at this point. So he's taking this very tentatively at this point, as now he's going very slow around these corners, making sure that he doesn't get shot from behind. But guess what? My name is on the case, and he's going to be able to secure this for his team. So it looks like 13 are going to be taking that early advantage, and that's the whole... It's all that mental element to the game. If you take that early advantage, that gives you the courage to push forward and actually make those risks that you probably wouldn't take before. And that also has a power struggle between whether those risks are going to pay off or not. So let's see exactly what's going to be able to happen here. And I'd like to see the 13L team, and they're probably going to go straight for a middle push right now. And that's exactly what Mr. Terrors is going to be able to do, as he does manage to watch this middle courtyard, as it does look like he's going to hold on to that extreme conditioning lightweight with that foul. And it looks like they're going for a huge B push at this point, as the bomb is in the hands of Ryan, and it looks like there's 3 players around that bomb site, as one of them do go down from the eVo team, as once again the 13L team look like they're going to be able to take the advantage here, as it looks like they all grouped together here. So this is going to be very interesting, as Stoner Kid is now standing on the bomb site, as we've seen a rotation from Riptide, and it looks like he does not manage to get the shots on his opposition there, as Terrors will get the cleanup. And let's see, they know exactly where the opposition is here, and it's not going to be wise if they both push at the same time from the same location, as that's going to give the opportunity for Daredevil to pick up a 2-piece. But guess what? He's proving way too strong, as he spots one of the players. And did he spot the player on his right there? His teammates, no, did not manage to spot him. So Ryan M going to be able to pick up the 2 kills there and clean off the remaining eVo players, as we've seen 13L take quite a good foothold, or should I take those first initial steps in trying to take their way into the final. So taking those 2 eVo players out was no easy task for Ryan, but he managed to get himself into a good position there, so kudos to him. So let's see exactly what the eVo team is going to be able to do from this side, as they're going to be able to... Ooh, it looks like they're going to go for an A push, as I don't want to say it's the conventional side of this Express map. It's definitely the more open bomb site, as you are exposed especially to that upper bridge, and they need to make sure they get a player rotating around there, otherwise you're just going to be able to pick off that bomb planter. And it looks like the team is quite well spread here, but it does look like 13L have picked up on the fact that the eVo team have pushed into this control room right now, and it looks like the eVo team seem on Search and Destroy. They seem to go they fluctuate between patterns of going very slow, very cautious, and very caution to the wind, should I say. That sort of approach. So sometimes it plays into the advantage, sometimes not. And it seems like at this point 13 are completely taking advantage of the fact that eVo are being very cautious at this point. And eVo just need to believe in themselves a bit more. It seems like they're not believing themselves when it comes down to situations. They managed to secure the area around that bomb site. They got that first kill, so that should have given them the courage to push forward and make sure that they can secure that bomb site, but they didn't manage to do so. So that's all they need to do. That's the missing link to the element of their Search and Destroy game at this point. It looks like when they're taking out a player, they're not taking advantage of that situation and pushing with the numbers, as once again an eVo player will go down, and Mr. Terrors now with 4 kills, as Culterific doing some damage in this control room and managing to take out one of those eVo players, as it looks like the eVo team are taking such a huge advantage on this map at this point. And will this bomb get planted? Yes, that's exactly what Ryan's going to be able to do, as J93 now going to be able to push onto the top of this train. Let's see exactly what he's going to be able to do, but he does jump down, goes into that zigzag, and let's see if he's going to be able to get a good push here, as it looks like the surrounding players of the 13L have 2 good positioning on them, as one of the players do go down, and it's going to be up to J. 1v3 situation. Will he be able to get this kill? No, he doesn't manage to do so, and a bit of panic there, it seemed like, as he does not manage to connect with his shots. And it looks like 13L are just clawing their way, and we're getting some support from the teams. What do you guys think is going to happen in the finals? We do know Insane's on their way there. This is still up in the air. Remember, we have seen situations where teams come back from a disadvantage of more than 4 rounds. So it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what the teams do here. And it's all for the eVo team to try and push off. Let's cross over to Culterific at the moment. And I wish we could cross in over to game chat, but that does not seem to be working at this point. So we're just going to leave that. So we've seen, it looks like a B push, but once again, eVo being very, very, very cautious, almost overly cautious. Towards trying to get towards that bomb site, but it looks like it's paying off in their advantage so far, as one of the players do go down from 13L, and Riptide doing really good damage there with that fall, but I'm not too sure why he's going to be able to push over to this bomb site. Does get in a teabag, but this is really not what his team needs at this point, as it's going to be a 1v4 situation, and I'm not too sure if you should be allowed to teabag when you 4-0 down in search and destroy. And that's exactly what happens. You get taken out. That bomb could have put it down a lot earlier, as Stony Kid almost managed to pick up a 3-piece. You don't want to give your teammates, or should I say your opposition, that kind of advantage. And I'm not too sure what was the thought pattern behind that. Obviously he realizes he's on stream and wants to do a bit of showboating, but I mean, at the end of the day, you need to do what's best for your team. You put in the work for 2 months to try actually work this far to try get into the Super 8, and can't say I agree with that, to be honest. So let's cross over now to Ryan at 888, who does have that Hellstorm missile, and it was the first round of the eVo team that they managed to pull their way back into that, and they actually could have done that much better and been even closer to score streaks, in my opinion, if they managed to get that bomb down a bit earlier. But we've seen one of the players now down from the 13L team, and this is all too familiar from the eVo team. And once again, we've seen Riptide go for that teabag. I'm just going to rather leave that because it's a bit unnecessary in the semi-finals. I'm not too sure why he's not taking that too seriously. And we've seen that bomb getting rotated towards that bomb plant. And Riptide now pushing into this bottom train. So let's see exactly what he's going to be able to do. As that Scorpion that he is using does spot a player there. And he's going to be going for the pot shot as Ryan M. If he just stuck around that corner and waited for that magazine to end, he would have been fine. As Terrific managed to get an exchange there. Stony Kid is now the only player left from the 13L team. And let's see if he's going to be able to clutch this, as he's all by himself at this point in that mid-train. So he's going to be able to rotate here. But that bomb is down on the A bomb side. So if he's sneaky enough, he will be able to get a bomb plant here. But it's going to be very, very, very difficult for him, as he does get spotted from that top zone and will get taken out by eVo Blade. Now we've seen, once again, that eVo team, they always clawing their way back into this game. Now it's 4-2, and they're coming back from a 4-0 situation, and you must feel that this is giving them the courage to push forward and try take this win for their squad, as that's all it's about. And that came down into eVo Blade's little emblem there, huge plays, and that's what these teams are going to need to try secure their way into these finals. And let's cross over now to Mr. Terrors. I'd like to see what exactly he's doing, as he's got that RC car out, and he's throwing that smoke down, so that should protect him trying to get to this bomb site, as now he gets himself in a good position. Does spot a player going towards B, and they do have a majority of their team on that B side. So we've seen a rotation on that far side from one of the players. But I'm not too sure why he's chasing kills when he should be able to just hold this down, as it looks like Riptide will get taken out by Mr. Terrors there, as it looks like a player's in the window. He did not spot him in time, so I'm not too sure what is up with that. So let's see exactly what the players are going to be able to do here, as it looks like eVo once again are clawing their way back into the game.
It's not over yet. Get ready for the next one. Switching operation ready point.
You decide, dude, the shield.
Search and destroy.
Alright, so we're going to see exactly, this eVo team is just doing all too well to try claw their way back into this game, and they're just holding on by tooth and nail at this point, as it looks like Stoner Kid is going to be holding the bomb for the eVo team, as they're going for an aggressive push on this A bomb site, and they should get this bomb down a bit early. But let's see if they fall into the typical role of what I find a lot of players do in our community, and that's hesitate before they get to the bomb site. They manage to clear the area, but decide not to go for the bomb plant at the end of the day. And that bomb plant, people underestimate how important that is to get down. It just gives your team that mental edge to be able to protect an area up to the opposition at the end of the day to try get towards you. So you should have the better lines of sight and the better cover. And as we do see that bomb go down, and it's now a 4v3 situation, and some shots do get fired. Culterific should get into some cover right now, as we do see an exchange right now, and we've seen a 3v2 situation still in favor of the 13L team. And let's cross over to Riptide and see exactly what he's going to be able to do. Does have that foul out, and we've seen him being quite successful with it at this point, but he's going to be in a 1v3 situation and will get taken out, and 13L are 1 round away from securing their spot in the finals against that Team Insane. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what these teams do against one another, and if 13L do manage to do this, it's going to be a huge momentum shift, because we did see that eVo team manage to get the 2 most recent maps, and momentum is a very important thing in Call of Duty. It gives you that mental edge. You manage to keep forward, be more aggressive. You just find your thought patterns are much more clearer as well. So we're going to see the eVo team now pushing it into this left-hand side of the B-bomb side. As we've seen, once again, eVo Blade getting some damage from Culterific, but managed to hold strong with that foul. And it looks like they're going to be able to take this advantage. The Riptide getting this bomb now planted on that side. So it looks like the 13L team are quite widespread. So we're going to need to see at least one of those 13L players get 2 kills. Or should I say now 3 kills, because it looks like they're in a difficult situation as Terrace gives away his position here. And it's a good thing that the eVo team aren't chasing down that kill. It's a smart move, as we do see one of the players sitting on that bomb site, and it's going to be very difficult. I can't see 13L actually trying to secure this defuse, as it looks like it's all in the hands of Stoner Kid, and let's hope he's not stoned, as he gets taken out by bullets there, and then will get drawn back to a 5v4 situation. Oh, should I say 5 rounds, 2-4 situation. And this is way too close. This is, remember, for the finals for the Mad Cat Super 8. That's what we've been doing all today. It's a single elimination, and if you're just joining us once again, this is the final map between these 2 teams, and this map determines who will go push into those finals against Team Insane. So let's cross over, because it's all up to this eVo team. I'd like to see what J93 does, as he's going to be watching this right hand side. He is stunned, and grenades are coming in, so this is going to be very difficult for his squad, as now 13L are taking a huge advantage into this round. That grenade placement really doing well for his team. They really needed a trophy system on their side to protect them, and that's one of the usual things that you do, especially when running an express. But we've seen an exchange there, 1-for-1. Now it's going to be a 3v2 situation, as Culterific does have that bomb, and he's going to be planting that on that left hand side. But we're going to see a push in here from one of the eVo players, as he does manage to get the Q. Now it's going to be a 2v2 situation, as it does see an exchange, and guess what, it's eVo Blade now against 2 players, Culterific on that bomb, and will he be able to get this bomb plant, as it looks like eVo Blade now really needs to make a push here, and this is all going to come down to clutch plays. Will he be able to do so? Does take out Stoner Kid. Now it's going to be Culterific taking on a 1v1 challenge against eVo Blade here. They're both waiting each other out, both showing some good patience here, and ooh, this is going to be very close for both squads, as eVo Blade checking his corners. And ooh, this is a very interesting move. I'm not too sure what the decision behind this is, but let's see if it pays off. And it does not look like Culterific is going to be aware of what the situation is right now, and he's going to be able to spot him. Yes, he does, and eVo Blade picking up the clutch to bring this back to a 5-all situation. His heart must be beating in his throat at this point, as now we come into 1 round that is separating the finalists for this competition. Absolutely amazing. Let's see exactly what the players are going to be able to do, as this is now 5-5 to both teams, and I can't imagine what these players must be thinking. Their hearts must be beating in their chest. This is for that #1 spot, and Culterific did not pick that up at all. eVo Blade getting a great rotation. Huge play says it all at the end of the day, and that's what his clan tag is, and can't wait to see what happens in this round. And this is eVo Blade's momentum. They've got the lightning strike, they've got the Hellstorm whistle, they've got the RCXD. The ball is in their court at this point, and let's see exactly what's going to happen here, as eVo Blade is going to be able to push in this corner. You have to understand that he needs to get cover, so he's going to be able to use his score streak. Hopefully he doesn't go with that RCXD first, but he does actually decide to do that, and this I don't know, this might play into his advantage, or still might be his disadvantage, but he does do that well. He will be able to take out Ryan M. Now going to be able to call out that lightning strike or Hellstorm missile. I'm not too sure which one he decided to bring up. Brings up the lightning strike. Let's see if this takes out anybody. Yes, he does manage to get that 1 kill, so this is huge plays from eVo Blade, as now there are only 2 players left from the 13L team, as now we've seen Mr. Terrace all by himself will get taken out, and now it's all up to this last player, Stoner Kid. He's in a 1v4 situation. Will he be able to pull this off? Gets that first kill. Let's see exactly what he's going to be able to do, as he's on this top of this control room. Gets that reload on the Scorpion as he does spot one player below. Will get the second kill. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull this off. This is now a 1v2 situation. It will be the biggest play of his life if he does manage to do this. This is for the finals for the Mad Cat Super 8, and now he's going to be able to hold this down with the Scorpion on the top of this control room. Spot the player and will get taken out by eVo Blade. Absolutely amazing. This came down to the end, and we're going to be seeing eVo coming up once again with the huge plays and being able to secure this for his team. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Unbelievable. eVo pulling us back from a 4-0 down situation to pull it back to 6-5.